Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Hallmarkies podcast and Merry Christmas. And we are here to talk about the non-Hallmark Christmas movies from this year. It's been a little tough. It's been a little rough on
Hmm.
Hallmark, but thankfully I'm not here alone to do this. Terry's here. How are you
Hello.
doing?
I'm okay. I survived.
I was saying that I think I tried for a war crime for making you watch all these Lifetime movies.
Yeah. Well, no, it's my fault because I binged them in and because there was a snowstorm here, so like where was I going, right?
Right.
So I was like, I might as well get this out. And it was tough because there were 13 movies.
Uh-huh.
And I quit at one night. At one point went to bed. But
Yeah, I mean, really, the offerings from Up and from Lifetime were pretty rough this year. I'm not sure what happened, but I didn't have any from either of them in my top 10
I
list ranking.
d doing this top 10 was so hard because now I haven't watched a lot. Like I haven't watched the Netflix movies or the ones on Amazon.
Hmm.
But it was very hard for me to do a top 10 because I wasn't blown away by anything I saw. So I put two
Yeah.
on
The
because I
closest that I have is
enjoyed
a
them for the
pickle.
most.
Yeah, the closest that I have is a pickleball Christmas at 11. That was the best from either Lifetime or Up TV, in my opinion. That was it. I mean, it wasn't like amazing, but
I
I
put
thought
that
it
one
was
on
like,
my, yeah.
yeah, we'll talk about it. I thought it was like flirty and just like a little bit fun. So that was
Yeah. I put that on my list
so.
like it's a little like this is weird. Like I don't even think some of these movies belong at the numbers they are, but I worked so hard on
Uh-huh.
this list because I just didn't know.
Well,
It
y'all
just,
listening will have to
yeah.
let us know what you think. What were
Oh
the
yeah.
best and the worst of non-Hallmark Christmas 2025? But yeah, I mean, I guess how did you feel about the Christmas season in general? The Christmas movie season in general?
Hallmark, Lifetime, and Up TV. Yeah, so I saw like the main networks. Like I saw all their output
Yeah.
and some extras. I don't know. I wasn't really blown away by
Uh-huh.
anything. I can't say there was just like one movie I walked away loving. That was a Hallmark movie, like A Newport Christmas, because as
Okay.
wonky as that was, all the madcapness that I needed and
Uh-huh.
like nonsense in a time travel movie, and I just had fun with,
Yeah.
I had fun with how bizarre it was, so it worked for me. But
Yeah,
like,
I enjoyed that one
yeah,
too.
it's just like it just seemed like Rachel, if I got to see another Let's Plan a Party or Save, just you know. The whatever. I don't know. Like, we need to branch out, people who are writing these Christmas movies, please.
Yeah.
There's even, wow, I'm trying to remember the movie now, where where it starts off where, like, oh, it's just going to be them meeting, at a place. Hey, I'm not doing anything. Let's plan a party. I was like, how did they make this movie into a plan a party? It's like, they'll squeeze that into any plot, Rachel.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like,
Well, I mean, it's
it
like
is. Whew.
they got so accused of being city girl goes to the country that now it's like
Yes.
these other tropes they're leaning into hard.
So many ranch movies too, Rachel. And I saw three different ranch movies. One of them, the Lifetime, the cowboy one, which put me to sleep.
Yeah.
Um, I think they're all filmed in the same location because they're all from the same studio. And I was like,
Yeah,
didn't
it's
I just see that patch of dirt or that fence, or that farm? And I was like, oh, I had. I watched like three or four ranch movies
yeah.
this year, and I'm like, I'm done. I never want to watch a ranch movie again.
Yeah, they all
I'm
have
kind
the
of a squeak
same
this year,
they
so.
all have the same ranch and they just sub out the different actors. Oh
Exactly. They
wow.
just changed the background and like I noticed this with some movies, particularly from right,
Mm-hmm.
Nicely, where they have like their own little jingle, their own little song that starts the movie, and it includes the title of the movie. Like, yay, we're saving the ranch. And I was like, and it
Yep.
particularly in all these ranch movies. And I was like, what is going on? I was like, please don't
Yeah,
do
they
that.
did do
No, I
that.
apologize. I have been a Scrooge this year, so a lot of things annoyed me.
Well, let's dive in. Let's talk about it. I actually have a lot of, most of mine are Amazon or Netflix. So we will have very different lists. Well, I have Amazon, Netflix, Disney Plus,
Yeah,
almost
we will, yeah.
everything is
Because
those three, with a couple exceptions. Uh, so my number 10, is it's set in Florida, so it doesn't feel that Christmassy to me, but it is a Christmas movie. It's the rom-com is called Merv. I don't know if you've heard of this. So this is on Amazon Prime. It stars Zoe Deschanel and Charlie Cox, and they're the couple, they broke up, but they have this dog named Merv, and they're sharing the dog and trying to co-parent their dog. Um, and the dog is just very sad that they've broken up, and so they they end up spending all this time together, and it's a cute little movie. It's the the rom-com situations are definitely cliched, and it's nothing like amazing, but it's cute. The leads have nice chemistry. They were good together, and the dog is cute, and so Merv.
that's,
Have you heard of this one?
yes, I have heard it. I know this is the Amazon movie, or the Prime movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard about it, and I plan to like watch these movies. I just never got to it. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
yeah. I mean,
We
I'm notorious for like not liking dog movies. So,
oh
but I mean, if the dog doesn't die, spoiler, I should be
the,
fine. Like, I don't
the
know. I
dog
just,
does not die.
yeah.
Everything's good
Imagine
with
that
Merv.
Christmas. Wouldn't that be an amazing Christmas movie? The dog.
No, the dog does not die, but he is very sad. Because they're broken up.
Oh boy.
Yeah. And we watched it for we watched it for the movie show, which I've been working at KSL Movie Show this last about 6 months, and we had to watch it. And my co-host, he was not a fan, and I told him, I said, "You don't understand how rom-com starved I am." I understand this is not an amazing film, but it was cute, and I had cute doggies, and I liked the lead, so that's enough. That's certainly enough to get on this list, that's for sure.
Right.
I'll tell you that.
Ho, ho, ho! We'd like to take a second and thank our sponsor for this episode of the podcast. It's the Hallmarkies Patreon.
Do you love Hallmarkies podcast, especially at Christmas?
Do you enjoy the holiday previews, recaps, interviews, and bonus episodes?
If the answer is yes, please consider supporting the Hallmarkies Patreon. We need your help to do what we do both during the Christmas season and all year round.
But not only do you help a podcast led by strong, independent women by becoming a Patreon, you get to become a part of the Hallmarkies family.
Starting at only $2 a month as a patron, you will have access to our Facebook Patreon group where we talk about the movies, shows, and more all year.
We also have many monthly patron watch-alongs with guests like Lacey Chabert, Natalie Hall, Paul Campbell, Mary Lou Henner, and more, giving their behind-the-scenes details of their films.
As a patron, you also have the chance to provide input into the podcast and even join us at different tiers.
So this Christmas season, spread some cheer to the Hallmarkies Patreon and become a member today. You won't regret it.
Go to patreon.com/Hallmarkies to learn more.
That's patreon.com/Hallmarkies.
Is your number 10?
Um, I have a movie that I saw on Tubi,
Oh.
Christmas in Mistletoe. Now, I mean, it's not the greatest thing you've ever seen. It's independent, but I really like the lead. I don't recognize any of the leads, but I really like the actress. And basically, she's scouting for a movie, for a Christmas movie. She finds this perfect little town. She has a meeting with the mayor. He's okay with it. The townspeople have to vote on it, and it's a whole no, because this will ruin our town. It'll bring tourism in, not tourism, but it'll be overcrowded because of the movie. Some people want to keep it quaint. So it's basically a battle of that. And, some of that can get a little too schmaltzy and dramatic. But like, I just found her very charming, and they didn't have the greatest
Oh,
chemistry.
Cabby, we've had her on the podcast,
Oh, yeah.
Cabby.
Well,
She,
I didn't recognize her in the moment, but I probably have seen her in something. I just can't recall. But yeah, I thought this was cute because she was very likable, and she's, got this thing with the mayor going on. So if anybody wants to check it out, I mean, you know, I was entertained.
yeah, I love Cabby. She's really sweet. She was in a movie called The Wedding Wish. That was 2 years ago, which was a lot of fun. I was like a screwball kind of
And
comedy.
she is
Um,
really likable in this
yeah, she
movie,
is.
and
Oh man, I should have watched. I should have watched this because I do really like her. She's really
well,
good.
there's still
So
time, Rachel. We're
that's
still in
true.
the Christmas season. If y'all want to go to all the way to Three Kings Day, you can. We still got 2 more weeks in the Christmas season.
That's true.
Yeah, so yeah, but she's
Yeah,
incredibly likable,
cool.
and that's
Yeah.
why I enjoyed so much this film. Like, but it's got all the cliches or whatever. But I found it fun.
The fun part about the wedding wish is that so she makes this wish that she's going to get married. She is engaged, but then things break up. But she's so confident that her wish will come true that she starts planning her wedding without a groom. So that's sort of the fun like conceit
Yeah.
of it, which is fun. So let's see. So number 9 for me is where I have Sense and Sensibility, a modern retelling. So this is a locally made film here in Utah, made by a family basically. But there's 3 sisters. They star in it. The brother is the co-director. The mother is the co-writer. They're just all really, really involved. And it does have a small budget, but I think they did a pretty good job of taking Sun Sensibility and modernizing it. I think it's probably maybe outside of Mansfield Park. And I think it's probably Jane Austen's hardest book to modernize because so much of the
Very
conflict is based
true.
on class and societal expectations that just aren't a thing now. So I
Yeah.
think they did a pretty good job of modernizing it and updating it. It wasn't like Sense and Sensibility Snowman or something like that, where it's just name only. This was
Oh
had the
yeah.
core of the story in there, and it was, I think, fun to see like 3 sisters playing 3 sisters,
Yeah.
and again, this has a very small budget, and so it doesn't have like it's not flashy in any way, but I enjoyed it. I thought it was well done, and and I enjoyed having Camry on the pod and talking to her about it and everything. So that was if you haven't listened to that interview, you should check it out because she was delightful. And so yeah, that's what it ended up at 9 for me.
Yeah, it's definitely the best modern version of Sense and Sensibility that I've seen, like a,
Yeah,
a take. They
yeah,
made the right changes and slight changes and
yeah,
direction. So yeah, I agree with you on that.
yeah, yeah. If honestly, like if anybody's looking for something to kind of like invest in, I think their little production company, I think it shows a lot of potential that given like a little bit of investment, I think they can
Yeah.
make something really good. Like if you were looking at it as like a pilot to sell their talents as all across the board, I think I would feel pretty confident in investing in them and with what they're doing. So
Yeah.
yeah, people should check it out. And it's available on Amazon Prime, some of the other service to watch. So what do you have at 9?
All right, guys, forgive me, but I like this movie, and I know it's not going to be for everybody. Also watched this one on Tubi. You like these poor Christmas movies had no proper home that are on Tubi, like the New Year's. But
I
it's
wonder
called.
if we'll see them
Oh,
on
I guarantee
one
you,
of the
some of
channels
these
next
will.
year.
Oh yeah, there's two movies that I saw. One is on my list. One is not called the Christmas Mixer. That's going to definitely end up like on Up or
Yeah.
something like that. But this one is had got an international cast, and it's Christmas in the Ballroom. I don't recognize any of these people. I the lead act the lead is an Australian woman, but she is known as a dancer. Like she's in a Dancing with the Stars Australian
Okay,
version.
I saw this one.
Oh, you just see. Okay, I know it's not great, guys. I know it's not great, but I was so charmed by. I don't know what I was charmed by, Rachel, but I enjoyed it. First of all, I thought she looked fabulous. I
Yeah.
was like, okay, whoever costumed her, like chef's kiss, because she looks good. But I don't know the whole feuding thing on like the Temu version of Dancing with the Stars or Strictly Come Dancing or whatever made me laugh. What made me even laugh more is like we've been friends since we were kids, and she's clearly older than he is, and that
Right.
made me laugh. But I didn't care because everything was so absurd. She gets fired from the dance show on live TV, and then she goes spending Christmas with her best friend who owns a dance studio, and then they're competing, and she starts, dating this Spanish man who's an ex race car driver, and they're dancing, and there's a ballroom competition that only has three dances at the end of the movie. I don't know. I was charmed by it. I know that this is
Yeah.
a very awkward pick. People would watch this. This has been savaged on Letterboxd, but I don't care because I liked it. And I listen. I was very underwhelmed this year. So anything that
Yeah.
gave me a little bit of joy, because it's been a tough holiday season for me. So anything that gave me joy, I was like
Yeah.
two thumbs up. So there.
Yeah, it's not awful. I mean, and just
I,
watching the dancing is fun.
I don't know if it belongs on a top 10 list, but I struggled. I struggled, guys. I really did.
Yeah. All right. My number 8 comes from the world of Netflix. It's my first from Netflix. We have My Secret Santa. And this, just the makeup is very impressive that they did to make Alexander Breckenridge a convincing male Santa was very good. Like they really did a good job. Like Mrs. Doubtfiring her. It was very good. Uh, but it's bonkers, ridiculous. And the one of the most distracting things that they did is clearly this was shot in the summer, but they just instead of just like who cares, everybody knows that, they
Right.
decided to add this visual effect of the air, coming out,
Oh, the
the
cold breath.
cold coming out of
Yeah.
there. It looked so bad.
They probably did that with AI, Rachel,
Oh, you're right. Yeah, they probably did. You're
because
right. It,
it's just quicker to do
yeah,
now. Cheaper too.
it looked terrible. And I mean, it's either that or they are literally filming in the coldest place in the world.
I
They
have
are filming like the only way there's that much, whatever coming out of their mouths is if they are filming in literally like Alaska in the
right.
middle of like the winter. That's the only way that is that much. It looked terrible, but it was fun enough. It was an enjoyable.
That has never bothered me, seeing like cold breath or not. It's nice if they add it in, like they
No,
have
it's
that thought, but
like
it's
I
never
would have.
bothered me.
I mean, it doesn't. It's obviously not a deal breaker,
No,
but
no, but it's funny though that like
it
they
was
thought
just.
that much to it though. I mean, they thought,
It would have
they
been way better without it. It was distracting
yeah.
because it was so much.
It's like
It's
the
like
digital snow. That's
Yeah.
distracting to me when they add
Yeah,
snow,
agreed.
you know.
Yeah. Just who cares? Nobody cares. Don't do it. But it was still
Oh,
it was
someone cares,
it
Rachel.
was
Someone cares a lot. You know this.
it was bonkers. I had fun with it. But yeah, it's my number eight. What do you have at eight?
I have Tinseltown, which is a
Yeah.
British movie that aired on Sky, but I saw this on Tubi, and it's is available like on Tubi, Peacock, Roku channel, I think. So there's several places you can watch it. But this is the movie that stars Kiefer Sutherland and Rebel Wilson.
What
Uh,
an odd match. They're a love match?
no,
Oh, okay.
I thought it was heading that way, but no. Also,
Oh, that's
Derek
good.
Jacobi is in this. He pops up, and it was nice to see him.
Mm.
But basically, oh my gosh, there's a crazy joke in the beginning of this movie. Um, which I don't think I could say here. I can say no, but Keith Sutherland is kind of like an actor who's making these, like, it starts off, he's in Hollywood. He's making these not great action flicks. He's like on number seven. But his career is sort of on the low end, and he's just a terrible person. And so his agent tricks him to go. He thinks he's taking this prestigious play in England, but he's really there in a small town to do a pantomime,
Oh,
which is
yeah.
they do for Christmas in England there,
Right,
which
right.
is a tradition and very beloved. So it's not everything works in this movie, and tonally, it's weird.
Uh-huh.
And then some parents start off bad and then they become good, and he's reconnecting with his daughter, and he's just learning to be a better person, you know?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I think it's a nice watch, like, for the family, because you can watch it with the family. There's nothing too outrageous, there's no like bad language or anything like that. So it's definitely, but I am. Oh, Kiefer Sutherland looks so much like his father, Donald Sutherland. I had to like shake my head. The older he gets, the more he looks like Donald Sutherland, which is not a surprise, but it was like, like Donald Sutherland at that age, and I was like, wow,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
like. But Rebel Wilson, she wasn't bad. I just don't understand why she couldn't use her natural accent. I guess because it is a fish out of water story as well, so only he could be, I guess, the only one not from there. But
Mm.
because his daughter's British as well, and his ex-wife is British, so he is literally
Mm.
like the odd man out. But whoever did her makeup, I don't know if they hated her. Because Rachel, she looks like me when I don't sleep for 3 weeks with
Oh
bags under the
no.
eyes, or like she was punched in the eye at one time. Her makeup was terrible.
Was it too heavy or
It was both. It was like too heavy, and then it was just too much, and then it was like, what is going on here? Her hair didn't look that great either, and I was like,
yeah.
is that a wig? Is that extensions? Like, I didn't know, like, but it's, cute enough. It didn't
Mhm.
completely work for me, but it's cute enough. There are some funny moments in it.
Okay, sounds good. Number seven for me is actually a short. I have the new Prep and Landing Snowball Protocol is what it's
I
called.
I did not know
And
they made a new one of these, Rachel.
yeah, I was
Oh,
excited when I
yeah,
saw that
they're cute.
yeah, I was excited when I saw that they were making a new one. And because I do really like the Prep and Landing, they're very, very cute. And I have a whole episode on Purple Landing at in my Talking Disney Classics podcast. So I'll put a link down to that if you want to check that out. But they're very, very cute, and this one was a lot of fun. It's actually two kind of short stories. He's telling Larry, I think it is telling Santa about uh, the first part is them watching over the pet seal, Maggie's pet seal, and all kinds of shenanigans. And that's the better one. That's really cute. And then the second part is them in like Hawaii. It's like a tropical story. It's cute. And so yeah, it's if you haven't seen the Purple Landing, you should totally check them out. Disney Plus, and I think it did air on ABC as well. They've been
Yeah.
doing a lot of that for Disney Plus. They've been airing the they've been airing the stuff on ABC and then on Disney Plus. So, what do you have at 7?
I have it's either the or a, but this Lifetime movie, The Christmas Cookbook or A Christmas Cookbook.
Mm,
Because it goes by both titles, but
yeah,
I again not a great movie, but he's super hot, so I don't
yeah, he
care.
is.
I mean, he was so dreamy in this movie. The older he gets, Rachel, the hotter he is.
It's
Um,
Franco Lopresti. He's
yes, guys, the
he's
older
very
he
good.
gets, like he's maturing into his good looks, you know?
Yeah.
No, but I think that they handled like I didn't really care for. Uh, I almost called her Brooke Diorcy. That's not Brooke Diorcy. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Ashley Newbrow.
I know it's why I can't believe I got them confused. And she was all right, but I think they handled the subject matter of them joining this group that cooks, but people who are alone for Christmas, they don't have significant others, and they're there for them to spend Christmas together, to go to parties. They're
Yeah,
doing these charity works together. I think they handled that aspect really well, and they're like, we're not losers. We just happen to be alone this year
yeah,
and we have friends and we're doing stuff so we whatever upsets them or like they're new in the city and they find friends and she actually is like had just had a breakup and stuff. I think they handled that aspect really well, and of course they fall in love because it's a Christmas movie. People are going to fall in love, and I just think that they handled all of that pretty good.
yeah.
And some of
Good.
those desserts, Rachel, looked really delicious. I'm not gonna, prop the
Yeah,
prop people did a good job there.
it was a little boring, but it
It
was
is.
like decent. It was
Yeah.
decent. It
I
was.
think, yeah, out of the yes, there are some parts that you're like, okay, let's get moving, but I think it had a good message,
Yeah, I agree. It was decent. All right, my number 6 is actually The Baltimoreans. So this was a feature film, this independent feature film, and it was cute. It's about this man who he basically like chips his tooth on Christmas Eve, so he's trying to find a dentist who will help him on Christmas Eve. Of course, most things are closed. He finds this dentist who's willing to help him. It's a single woman dentist, and so she helps him, and then they start chatting, and they basically spend like the day together, and it's cute. He's a little annoying. He's a little grating for my taste. So that was the only barrier I had with it, to have it not higher. But it's a good film. It's a good film. So the Baltimoreans. And it's nice to have like an approachable couple that feel like, okay, these are people that, they look like people that I know, like it feels
right,
like an
yeah.
everyday, everyday couple, which is nice. What do you have at 6?
I have another Lifetime movie. This is where I have a Picket Ball Christmas,
Yeah, pickleball. Yeah.
which I think was fun. It starts off a little like everybody is at 100 annoying level. But then they kind of, the movie starts to gel and they get less annoying, all the characters. And you're like, okay, I'm having a good time. And it's so absurd, the whole pickup ball thing. But, I was entertained by that and the feud with tennis and
Yeah.
and the
It was
tennis
really
rival.
it was really
Oh,
flirty.
yes.
That's
It
what
is.
made it fun.
Yeah, they have a whole montage of that. And I was like, okay. So they know what they're doing here. But the end was absurd, Rachel, because the classic misunderstanding where I overhear something that is incorrect.
Yeah.
And I don't know why Rachel, she would never just straight up ask him, like, give me the truth. Then she almost sabotages the whole thing because this, of course, is a save the whatever storyline.
Right.
But
Yeah.
the fact that she was about to lose that whole competition because she didn't ask him if what she heard was true, I was like, I would have dumped her.
Yeah.
But that's just me because I don't believe in true love. No,
And
but it is
it's
cute. It's flirty. I liked it. It's
yeah,
got me saying.
it's fun. It's not that Christmassy. Like
No, no, because they're in. They're
I mean, because they're in Florida and
they're in
it's just
Florida. Yeah, I was trying to remember
not
which
that
part of Florida
much.
they were in. Yeah.
This really could be any time of the
Any time of
year.
the year. I think they just
Yeah,
slapped Christmas on it so they could, air it at Christmas. But they do have a Christmas party and they exchange gifts
yeah,
and all
yeah.
that. So, I mean, if you desperately need 1,000 decorations, to be seen, then maybe this
Oh,
isn't
I
for
do.
you.
I do. I mean,
It's true though. I mean, like you might as well go all out, right?
well, my number five is actually also on Netflix, but it is a feature release, feature film, not a made-for-TV movie. It's called Goodbye June. This is actually Kate Winslet's directorial debut. So this is on like a higher quality as far as production and acting and things like that than some of the ones I have higher. But and I liked it. I thought it was a good film. It was actually written by her
Chris
son.
Son, yes. I have
Hmm.
seen the trailer. It has Helen Mirren in it too, right? As the
It
mom.
does. So that's the June. Then
Yeah.
she plays June, and she is basically kind of on hospice care at the hospital. She's that doesn't have a ton of time to live. She's sick, and so her family, her children, gather to say goodbye to their mom and grandma, and so you see these people kind of getting together and healing old wounds and all of that. Great cast. You've got, of course, Helen Mirren, Kate Winslet, Toni Collette, Johnny Flynn, who I love, Johnny Flynn, Andrea Riseborough, Timothy Spall, Stephen
Wow.
Merchant, like a great cast, and
That
they
is
are
a
they
great cast.
and they have chemistry, I think, together. It's believable that these people are, family, I think. It's kind of slow, it doesn't have like a ton of plot. It's just these people saying goodbye to their mom,
Yeah.
and
I am curious to see this one.
yeah, but it's good. It's well done, and yeah, I mean, I think that if I was Kate Winslet, I would feel pretty happy that that's
I'm
my
so curious to
debut.
see, like, yeah, how her, she's like in a new chapter directing.
Yeah. I think it's like a solid, I think it makes sense to start out with something like this, that's basically a character piece that, doesn't have a ton of, it's all set in just a couple hospital rooms. Like
Yeah.
I would think that that would be a smart way to start out your first time directing.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Pilot Podcast. My name is BJ.
And my name is Me Too, and we promise this promo is worth it, so please don't skip ahead.
We're two judgy friends who put our judgmental skills to work for you. We review the pilot episodes of new and popular shows and shows that our listeners request to answer your question, should I watch this?
Look, a lot of us are spending a lot more time at home, and yes, we should be reading and trying new projects and enriching ourselves, but does anything beat binging a great show?
Let us take the guesswork out of deciding what your next show will be. Tune in to The Pilot Podcast at thepilotpodcast.com.
So what do you have at 5?
Oh, this is actually on Lifetime too, or Lifetime Movie Network. But it's the thriller, Do You
Oh, you
Fear What
saw
I
it.
Fear? Of course, I saw this, Rachel. Um,
I missed it. I didn't see it. I forgot about it.
it is surprisingly decent for a Lifetime thriller.
Uh-huh.
It's so funny because the movie starts off, they're in a whimsical little town. They have the Christmas music, Christmas shenanigans, this couple. It starts off like a legit Christmas movie, right? But then she gets a job offer to go to New York and she dumps her boyfriend and leaves. And that's when the thriller starts to happen when she gets to New York. So they weave it in. They do a really good job with red herrings, but it does fall into the problems that a lot of Lifetime thrillers have, where it's very predictable who and why, who the culprit is, why, what is happening. It's easily figured out, but sometimes that could be fun, just watching all the
Yeah.
shenanigans happen. So that's not a big, but it also has an anticlimactic ending because I feel like these writers that they write these thrillers, especially for the ones that air on Lifetime, they build and they build and they build, and then they don't know how to end the story. And sometimes when it should end, it just keeps on going. And this movie does keep on going, but it has to finish like a Christmas movie. It starts off like a Christmas movie and it ends like a Christmas movie. But check this out, Rachel. She comes from a very Christmassy town. So when she's in New York, she's like, I'm not decorating my new fab. Oh my God, the amount of rent she must be paying for this New York apartment, Rachel. It's got to be like over 5 grand a month. These
Oh, yeah,
apartments were like beautiful.
yeah.
But, so she's not doing any of that. She's getting her new job. Her life. She's all happy. Christmas decorations start appearing in her apartment. And she's like, oh no, I'm scared. I gotta call the cops. And then, messages on the mirror. She accuses everyone, Rachel, even her mother. Like, she just rings her mother out of the blue. Did you send me anything in the mail? And I was like, this lady is so stupid. Because at this
So
point,
it's
you know who it is, Rachel, because it is the person she never accuses.
so the murderer is very festive, is what you're saying.
The murder is festive for a very
Festive.
stupid reason. But I loved it. It
Yeah.
was very entertaining to me. There's a part where she goes out in her balcony and yells, I'm here, come at the like ridiculous.
Oh,
It is ridiculous, but you could have a very good time just watching
yeah.
oh my
No,
God, what she
I
does to her neighbor, Rachel, she knows him all of 2 seconds. Are you stalking me? And I was like, this poor guy helped you with your Wi-Fi. Why? I loved it. Check it out. It's fun.
That's awesome.
It's
And what a
just so
great title.
silly. Yeah, it is. Oh, Rachel, she drops that title at the end. Like, do you fear what I fear? And I had a slow clap. I
Oh,
was like,
she
just
name
a
drops
level.
the title.
Yes.
That's
Just a
hilarious.
whenever a Lifetime thriller does that, I just have to, clap. I'm like, yeah, you did it. You did it. Like, it's
Oh, well, my number 4 is Joy to the World. This was on Disney Plus, and it is
oh yeah,
truly a remake of Christmas in Connecticut, which
100%.
I'm fine with. They got all the beats in there, and when something works, it works. And I thought that both the leads, Manuel Shariki and Chad Michael Murray, were both really good,
Really good, they
charming.
were.
They know the job, they know the assignment, and they did it. But the writing from the Dabrowskis elevated this. I thought that you
Yeah.
could just tell that a pro team was behind the writing, and because Neil and Tippy Dabrowski, they're very good writers, and they really did a good job with the banter, I think, in this. I mean, I think it's better than the Schwarzenegger Christmas in Connecticut.
I agree. This one's also on my list. I have it higher
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
But oh, I agree. Now, I just don't understand why they didn't call it Christmas in Connecticut.
They must have you must have to pay, like if you
I
actually
guess,
call
but
it.
it's I Googled it. I just thought I was like, let me just Google why they didn't call this movie because I was like, maybe somebody gave an interview.
Uh-huh.
And it was in some kind of article I didn't read because it just highlighted. And it was like, well, it's not a remake of Christmas in Connecticut, but it does share the same themes. And I was like, what do you mean? It's almost the exact. They do like update it. It's more modernized to today, from
Yeah,
the
I mean,
original
it's
at
really
least.
close. She's a
But it is
reporter. She's got
literally,
this false persona.
yeah.
Yeah,
She got a fake family.
yeah. I mean,
I
the,
mean,
the
in
only
the
major
original
difference
movie, it's a radio show,
the only
right?
major difference is in
Yeah.
the dude.
Yes.
It's not the soldier, and
No, and it's not a radio show, it's a TV show, but they also did that with the Schwarzenegger, but making it on a television special too.
yeah,
Because
yeah,
Arnold
yeah.
Schwarzenegger, believe it or not, guys, directed a remake of Christmas in Connecticut,
Connecticut.
starring
Yeah.
my man Chris Christopherson. Um,
And yeah, it's the only thing he's ever directed,
yeah,
which is so random.
I don't think he did a bad job directing it either. Um,
No.
and it
Yeah.
was a
That
TNT movie.
we did a bonus episode for Christmas in July, me and Molly,
Yeah,
my friend Molly, we on both Christmas in Connecticut's new and
yeah.
old. So you
Just
should all check that out. But yeah, this was
boy.
it was
I
entertaining.
mean,
It was
now I'm gonna have to look up the rights to see why. Yes, but Rachel, but if you couldn't use the rights, would you not still get sued for having exactly the same story?
I don't know. I mean, you remember the
Oh,
remake of It's a Wonderful Life? I mean, that literally is the same movie, except for it's a girl.
there's
The
so
one with
many.
Marlo Thomas. Like
Yeah,
they even have the gym with the pool. I mean, it is the same movie, but
I don't
with a
know.
girl.
I mean, I'm going to eventually Google this, guys, when I'm not so tired, because I'm very curious. Because I was watching this and I'm yelling at the TV. I'm like, this is because I watched this on Disney Plus because
Uh-huh.
it's also available on Hulu and Disney Plus. And I was
Yeah.
yelling at the TV, this is Christmas in Connecticut. Why didn't they call it Christmas in Connecticut? My sister comes out of the kitchen. She's like, I don't know, Terry. And I was like, I wasn't talking to you.
Well, if the Dabrowskis are listening, I would love to talk to you, by the way. I've reached out, but it always gets sent back whenever I try to like contact their agents or whatever. So if you are listening, I would love to talk to you first of all, but we would love to talk to you about this as well. About
Yes.
the
No,
movie.
we loved it. I loved the movie though. It was
Yeah, it was
lots
good.
of fun, but
It
it's
was.
and it's okay to make a remake of Christmas in Connecticut. You know, we're not complaining
Yeah.
about that. I just don't understand why it wasn't called that, you know.
Yeah. So what do you have it for?
I have a Loud House Christmas movie, Naughty or Nice. Now, this is a Nickelodeon animated
Mm,
show
hmm.
about like a very loud house which has
Is this
kids.
actually animated or is it
This
live
one is
action?
animated because I
Okay.
a couple of years ago they did a live action one.
Right.
And so this is actually animated. You know, these kids are kind of terrible sometimes, shenanigans, and basically it's it starts off in the North Pole, and I forget the boy's name, but the like
Yeah, yeah.
the main character of
Because
in
he
the show,
has
the
all
little kid.
sisters.
Uh, yeah, I think one other brother, or no, I think it's all sisters. I can't.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, guys.
Well,
I want
like one of the
to remember
sisters, I
everybody.
think is very tomboy.
Yeah, I might be confusing the
Pretty
friends
sure.
sometimes.
It's been a bit since I watched The Loud House, but it's a pretty good
Yeah.
show. I liked it.
Yeah, the thing about this is that I just watched this recently and I'm having a complete and utter brain fart. It's because I watched 13 Lifetime movies in a row. That's why I forgot everything. I forgot my middle name and everything. But yeah, so basically it starts off with an elf and he is on like the naughty and nice list can't determine whether he's naughty or nice. So Santa sells
Oh,
sends a like one of the elves, not the ones he want, but who's ever available, to go there to determine whether he's naughty or nice because
oh, it's like
we're
Lacey
on
Chabert.
yes, it's on Chris but it's right on Christmas Eve. This
Uh-huh.
kid kidnaps this elf
Oh no.
and he breaks the naughty or nice machine and just shenanigans happen and he's about to ruin Christmas, this kid, and then they gotta fix it up and like, oh gee, I'm sorry I kidnapped you, because you know he's kidnapping now, like I'm gonna get on that nice list. I was like, I don't know, kid, I'd never put you on the nice list. I think the parents are very overwhelmed in this show because their kids are crazy, but I think this is cute. So, you know, it's the typical animation you'd see on Nickelodeon, but I thought it was cute enough for the family, you know,
Wow. I didn't
for the
realize
family.
I did not realize this was a thing, so that's
I didn't
cool.
either. It just popped on the TV and I just started watching it and I continued it and I thought it was cute enough, you know. Oh, it's him
Yeah,
and his
so it's
best friend. His best friend get into shenanigans and stuff like that. And he does have a bunch of siblings, because they're all various age groups,
yeah, Lincoln
sisters.
Loud
Yeah.
and it's all his 10 sisters.
10 sisters, that's it. Yeah. I was sometimes I could because he's close with his best friend and I was like, "Oh, no, it's brother." But
Mm.
yeah, no, it's 10 sisters. Like I said, Rachel, I'm tired too, so I apologize, guys. I'm all over the place.
All right.
Yeah.
My number three is The Family McMullen. So this is you can watch it on
Yeah.
HBO Max. This is a
Okay.
sequel to The Brothers McMullen, which was an indie like Sundance favorite from I think it's 1995 is when The Brothers McMullen came out.
Wow. And it's by the same, he's in it, right? Like, because I know he directed that, I forgot his name.
Both of them directed and written by Edward Burns.
Okay, that, yes, I can't
And
remember
Edward
anybody's name
Burns makes
today.
like a particular kind of comedy.
Yes,
Like
he
he has a
does.
particular kind of like Woody Allen has his style, Edward Burns has his style. And so you see that here. Like in the original, like it's a lot more like misogynist and crass and kind of trying to do sort of the I like that 90s sort of Kevin Smith kind of style, even Richard Linklater, like during
Yes,
that
very 90s.
kind of
Yeah.
the indie style of comedy from that
Yeah.
time. They've definitely sanded it down. So some people might not like that part, but you have particularly you've got Connie Britton back, who is married to Edward
Oh,
Burns's
wow.
brother in the original. And then you have his brother played by Michael McLoney. Yeah, Michael McLoney plays the brother, and I mean, they were all raised Catholic, but he's like very strict, but his wife is leaving him. He doesn't
Mhm.
want to get divorced. He's very embarrassed by that. He's very ashamed of it. But he doesn't. I mean, she's leaving, so he has no choice. And then Edward Burns has two kids, and basically they all end up well, not Connie Burns' character, but they all end up well, all five of them end up single for Christmas. So that's what's kind of fun is that you get sort of five love stories in one movie,
Mhm.
which is fun. You also have Tracy Ellis Ross in here, and
Oh,
she's always
nice.
good.
Yeah.
And it's nice. It's like a nice family story. If you're expecting something kind of crass like the original, then you might be disappointed. But I think that Hallmarkies audience will enjoy it. I think it is rated R for language, but in like a little bit of sensuality. But it's nice. It's a nice little movie. Families,
It's
family.
interesting. He came back like with a sequel so many years
Uh-huh.
later, you know.
Yeah.
And he's also older, and when you get older, you change sort of your style. Some people do anyway, when you're creative. And but it's
Yeah.
interesting when somebody comes back to something that they did like 20 something years ago.
Yeah, and they do have, yeah, it is
30
rated
at this
R.
point.
They do have, but they have a nice chemistry, everybody together. And
Yeah. It's
so
I did not know this existed. I did not know that he had made a
okay.
sequel to
Yeah,
this
yeah.
one.
I saw it in the theater, which just got one of those like Fathom
Oh,
releases.
nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so, it wasn't a longer release, but I did get to see it. But it is now available on HBO Max. So,
We'd like to take a second and thank our sponsor for this episode of the podcast. It's the Hallmarkies merch store.
Are you looking for that perfect gift for the postable, hardy, or Hallmarky in your life?
What about getting that t-shirt or hoodie that will help you stand out at your next holiday party?
Now is the time to check out the Hallmarkies merch store.
Full of festive designs by artists like Jessica Miller, Carrie from Hallmark Comics, and more.
You can even have more than just shirts, but totes, cell phone cases, notebooks, mugs, and more.
And it isn't just Hallmark. We have designs for Anna Green Gables, Man from Snowy River, The Nanny, and more.
Every purchase at the merch store goes to help support the podcast and allows us to make the great content you know and love.
There are frequent sales, so go to tpublic.com/stores/hallmarkies or see the link in the description.
That's tpublic.com/stores/hallmarkies.
what do you have at 3?
I have a Very Merry Mystery. This aired on own TV,
Oh, okay.
and it's basically like you're in one location. It's an Agatha Christie sort of like
Mm,
you can. Well, I say that because a lot of the stuff is like she was the queen of that, and so lots of characters, lots of red herrings in one room, and you're solving a case. So that's essentially what it is. Uh, so they're all at this like sort of charity Christmas Eve event, like these characters, and the hostess goes missing, and they're all there trying to solve the case of where she is she okay, and who did it. And I really like for Hallmarkies, it compare it to like Mystery Island, sort of that
yeah.
type of feel to it because it's in a house.
Uh-huh.
But I liked it because I thought the cast was pretty good. I thought the red herrings were good. Overall, I mean, like, oh, is this why this person did that? It's kind of like, okay, but I could see it. But I like it. I like the cast. I liked the setting. I like mysteries in one room, and when you have to like, you just limited to that space. I thought they did a really good job with it. So it's
Cool.
yeah.
Yeah, that's good. All right, my number two is where I have Jingle Bell Heist. This was on Netflix, and this like has a little. I think it would be rated R if I remembering it right. I think just because of language,
Yeah.
but it sort of like a little bit more of an edge. But it's about these two kind of disgruntled people that end up pulling this heist for the greedy department store owner, and I liked that both of the leads, Olivia Holt and Connor Swindells, were kind of nerdy and not like your typical leads. I thought they had decent chemistry. It was well shot, well done, and so yeah, it's fun. It has like a little bit more style than most of the stuff that we're talking about as far as the filming of it and the so what do you have it to?
I have it's available on Tubi and Roku channel, Pluto TV. It's called Exes of Christmas Past. It stars
Oh,
Brittany Underwood.
okay. I like her.
Yeah, and she does a lot of Christmas movies.
Yes, she does.
I found this one I mean, it's not really exciting, but I just found the plot of it. There were a lot of funny moments. She is like a super hotel coordinator, like perfect. And she goes home to spend Christmas at her parents' B&B. Turns out, they were like, oh, we had to book all her rooms. And she's like, that's fine. So she's sleeping on the couch. She runs into three of her high school ex-boyfriends who just happen to all be staying at the B&B. And she doesn't find out until the morning because her parents don't know how to tell her. And one of her ex-boyfriends is married with a child. The other one is going through some kind of crisis. And the third one is, the one where sparks reconnect, right?
Uh-huh.
But she's such a good person, and it's not like they hate each other or whatever. But she has to navigate helping because all her ex-boyfriends come like, "Hey, we have a problem. Could you help us with this?" So she has to navigate helping all of her exes with their problems while, dealing with kind of unresolved issues with her last boyfriend. And I thought it was funny, and I would run screaming if that happened to me. Like if I just went home and all of my exes, because they even like make fun of, yeah, yeah, you dumped me or whatever. But there's no pettiness or fighting. It's just like the situations she finds herself in, like like I don't know. I think you would like this, Rachel.
Huh,
It's
yeah.
purposefully made.
What's it called again?
Exes of Christmas Past, and it you know. But it's just the way she deals with all these men, especially.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Brittany Underwood, Alex Trumbull. I like him.
Yeah,
He's good.
he's not that great, guys.
Oh, he's
But
not.
he's not. But everybody else is fine. Rachel, that's because I had seen two back-to-back Christmas movies with him, where he is not good.
Uh-oh. Shoot. He's a
Christmas in
super nice
Scotland,
guy.
guys. No, not Christmas in Scotland. What is the name of that? Oh, A Scottish Christmas Secret. That's it.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you might want to see it, and
Yeah, yeah.
that movie might have been written by AI. I don't know, but you might want to check that out.
Well, my number one is A Very Jonas Christmas. This was
Um,
so much fun. I love the music. I mean, I'm not a like fan of a particular fan of the Jonas Brothers as far as their music. I don't hate them or anything, but just not a fan on that. That's not going to get me to watch this. But but I did watch it, and the I was surprised that it was like an actual musical with like
mm.
singing in the streets and things like, you know what I mean? Like musical numbers, not just, I thought it was just going to be like, oh, they're going to have concert scenes with them singing. But
They are
no, this
playing
is like a
themselves then.
musical.
Yeah, so they're playing themselves.
They are playing, yeah, they're playing
Okay.
themselves. And the I forget. So Kevin and Nick, I think, are the two that are married. They're trying to
Still
get
married.
home for their families for
Oh, do we have
Christmas.
any surprise wives pop up?
Yep, yep. We
Okay.
get we
We
get
knew it.
cameos from
Hmm.
their families, everybody.
The remaining wives? Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And then I think it is Joe. Yeah. So Kevin and Nick are trying to get home to their, I mean, all three of them, because Joe wants to see his kids too, but the two that are married are the trying most. And so let me start over. So the three of them, they're trying to get home for Christmas for their families. And Joe is feeling kind of sad because he feels like they're not connecting as brothers like they should be, and so he's talking to Santa at a bar one night, and they're over in Europe, and he's like, oh, I really wish we were as close as we used to be. And so Santa, with his magic, he puts all these barriers in them being able to get home, so that they have to spend all this time together, and also.
Is that
Uh,
helpful, Santa? I don't think so.
yeah,
Um,
it's a very rare movie where they actively want them to not be with their family, their families, but also he meets the Billy Lord, who and they have a cute little kind of fun little relationship with Joe, and so that's kind of a recurring thing. Is she always ends up showing up wherever they're at, and it's got a really good cast. There's tons of cameos that are well done, funny. You've got Laverne Cox, Andrew Barth Feldman. You've got Will Ferrell. Tyler
they
Ferguson
got Will
plays.
Ferrell. Oh, all right.
Yeah, Jesse Tyler Ferguson plays Santa. He's good, and I loved, like I said, I loved the songs, and it's a nice message, about family, and
Mm.
it's fun. It's just like an old school, uh, kind of. It's like an old school Disney live action comedy that we used to get all the time,
Yeah.
and this is one of those, and I was very entertained by it. It was really good. So,
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna watch this. Only because I don't care for the Jonas Brothers music.
mhm.
Um, which I can't say when I'm around my best friend's sisters because they're huge Jonas Brothers fan.
Yeah,
I'm sure they watched it. I'm sure they loved it, and they give it two thumbs up.
yeah.
But it's nice that they came back to Disney, to do something with them
I think
because
if you did see it, you'd be like, it was solid. Like
I'm sure
it's
it was. I'm
yeah,
sure.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm sure
yeah,
they wanted to make something fun for their fans or for people first, just checking that
yeah,
out who have never seen them. But it's
yeah,
nice that they came back to Disney because they started,
yeah.
they owe
And they're
Disney a
doing a
lot for
new
their.
Camp Rock.
I can't believe they're all coming back for that. I was like,
Yeah.
wow.
I don't know if
Because
Demi Lovato's coming back,
well, no,
but
probably not. I mean,
probably
who
not. But
knows? But it's interesting that the brothers came back for that, because
mhm.
they've moved on so much from
Yeah,
that. But
yeah. So what's your number one?
this is where I have Joy to the World,
Yeah,
Christmas in
it's really good.
Connecticut.
Yeah,
For me, it was the best non-Hallmark that I saw this year.
yeah.
So yeah,
It's a lot of fun.
it's
I
a lot
I
of
I
fun. They had
understand.
good chemistry,
Hmm.
and like Chad Michael, what's his name?
Chad Michael
Chad.
Murray.
That's it. Chad Michael Murray. I know it was an M. He was very swoony in this
Yeah,
movie,
he is.
and
He's really leaning into the swoon and the leading man, and I think that's working much better than if there was a while there where he was not doing it for me in Hallmark movies, where it felt like he didn't want to be there. He
I just
just
think he didn't, because he came off of One Tree Hill, and he's just out of that teenage slash college heartthrob era of work. And he's really
uh-huh.
trying to find his footing in doing like adult roles. And
Yeah,
these are
and
two characters who are older, they're not
yeah.
aged yet, but like they're not, teenagers or 20-year-olds, in this movie. And I thought
I
he
just
was very good. Like he gave like
Yeah. With like this
a good
and
performance.
last year with the dancing, the sexy dance movie.
Yeah,
That like I don't know, I just feel like he's having fun, he's
yeah.
engaging, he's leaning into that sort of swoony heartthrob
That
persona,
stuff with
and
the
that's
yeah,
working for me. I'm enjoying that.
yeah.
And
That
so
you know what I
yeah.
love too? That stuff with the baker in the movie, which was hysterical, where he's hiding, and she's like, "You're
Oh yeah.
married, Dad." That whole
Yeah.
stuff with the baker was hysterical. I thought that was a nice comedy
Uh,
touch, but yeah, I mean, yeah,
it's a good pick.
this is
Well,
good.
let us know what you think. So my list, I have Merv at 10, Sense Sensibility, Modern Retelling at 9, My Secret Santa at 8, Prep and Landing, Snowball Protocol at 7, The Baltimoreans at 6, Goodbye June at 5, Dirt of the World at 4, The Family McMullen at 3, Jingle Bell Heist at 2, and A Very Jonas Christmas at number 1.
And my questionable list is I have Christmas in Christmas in Mistletoe at number 10, number 9, Christmas in the Ballroom, number 8, Tinseltown, number 7, The Christmas Cookbook, A Picket Ball Christmas at number 6, number 5, Do You Fear What I Fear? Number 4, A Loud House Christmas Movie, Naughty or Nice. Number 3, A Very Merry Mystery. Number 2, X's of Christmas Past, and my number 1 is Joy to the World.
Good. Let us know what you think. What would be your picks? What do you think of our picks and maybe what we missed that you would put on the list? I would love to hear your thoughts in the comment section. Definitely make sure to add that. And Terry, where can people find you?
I'm at Twitter at Flurry Heaven.
Great. And you can find me at Rachel's Reviews, all of our social media, iTunes, YouTube, and on Rotten Tomatoes, and at KSL Movie Show. We actually ended up doing 5 episodes of Movie Show in 2 weeks. So I ended up talking a lot about Christmas movies on those episodes, especially the Christmas Eve episode. So if you want to hear more of my thoughts on Christmas movies, which how could there be any more? Nevertheless, there
There
are.
are.
So you can listen to it, and I would sure appreciate any positive support on that level. That would be awesome. So check that out, and make sure you're following us on social media at Hallmarkies Pod, Hallmarkies Podcast. And if you are listening on iTunes, please leave your ratings and reviews. Really appreciate that. And if you're watching or listening on YouTube, please give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. We really, really appreciate that. We also have our Patreon group, which is a lot of fun. And we have monthly patron activities where you get to talk to talent, and we have ad-free versions of the episodes that you can listen to that are really fun. I really try hard to make the Patreon worth your investment. So please check it out. And then we have a merch store where we have tons of fun holiday, Hallmark, movie, theater, all of that fun stuff, designs. Check that out. And thanks so much, everybody. We'll talk to you later. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.